Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Today, in our history class, we are going to see the notes for the lesson, or we're going to write the notes for the lesson on the trial of the earliest people, chapter number 2, which we completed in the last class. Okay, you just copy this in your notebook. Okay, children. So first, you just take a notebook, copy the heading, history, lesson number 2, everything you write, and in the first line you write question number 1, complete the sentences. Okay, I'll just do the first one, read the first one, and then give you the answer for that. Okay, hunter-gatherers chose to live in caves and rock shelters because they wanted to dash. Okay, they wanted to protect themselves from wild animals and bad weather. So this will be your answer. So hunter gatherers choose to live in caves and rock shelters because they wanted to protect themselves from wild animals and bad weather. Okay, second one, grasslands developed around dash years ago. So 12,000 years ago, as I told you during our lesson, so grasslands were developed. Okay, 12,000 years ago. Grasslands developed around 12,000 years ago. So the third one, early people painted on the dash of caves. They painted on the walls of the caves. Early people painted on the walls of the caves. Okay, walls of caves. The fourth one, in Hunsky, tools were made of limestone. Okay, in Hunsky, tools were made of limestone because it was locally available. They made it using limestone. Okay, so with that, we are just complete the sentences. Okay, so one more time, I'll just read it. Hunter-gatherers chose to live in caves and rock shelters because they wanted to protect themselves from wild animals and bad weather. Okay, second one, grasslands developed around 12,000 years ago. Third one, early people painted on the walls of the caves. Fourth one, in Hunsky, tools were made of limestone. So next is the multiple choice question. I'll read the first one now. Traces of ash in the Kurnool caves indicate use of fire. So which I have highlighted here, that is the answer. So traces of ash in Kurnool caves indicates use of fire. Okay, the options are rearing of animals, use of fire, use of stone tools, use of water. The answer is use of fire, as they are specifically saying about the ash. It shows the usage of fire. Second one, grasslands developed in many areas around, even we saw it in the complete the sentence, right? So 800 years ago, 2 million years ago, 1 lakh years ago, or 12,000 years ago. So the answer for this is 12,000 years ago. Okay. Okay, one more time. Grasslands developed in many areas around 12,000 years ago. Okay. Third one, tools in Hunsky were made of stone, limestone, wood or metal. The answer for this is limestone. Okay. Then Bhimtaka is located in the present day. Options: Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala. So it is located in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Next one, grasslands led to an increase in animals that lived in water, birds, human beings, animals that survive on grass. So grasslands, because of grasslands, animals that survive on grass, it got increased. Okay, so I will read this multiple choice question one more time. Traces of ash in the Karnool caves indicate use of fire. Grasslands developed in many areas around 12,000 years ago. Tools in Hansky were made of limestone. Bhimtaka is located in present day Madhya Pradesh. Grasslands led to an increase in animals that survive on grass. Okay, with that we have finished this second Roman number also. So the next one will be fill in the blanks. So question number 3 will be fill in the blanks. So you will finish up, complete the sentences, leave a line and write this second one topic. Choose the correct answer. Then after that leave a line and write Q3 fill in the blanks. Okay. So first one, hunter-gatherers lived around dash years ago. They lived 2 million years ago. Hunter-gatherers lived around 2 million years ago. Hunter-gatherers lived around 2 million years ago. Okay. Second one, the hunter-gatherers moved from place to place on foot. The hunter-gatherers moved from place to place on foot. Okay, the third one, techniques used for making stone tools were, they used stone on stone technique, and then they had this pressure flaking. Okay, the next one, fire was used as a source of light. And the next one, the climate of the world changed to relatively warm conditions around 12,000 years ago. So relatively warm. Okay, so I'll just read out one more time the fill in the blanks. Okay, hunter-gatherers lived around 2 million years ago. The hunter-gatherers moved from place to place on foot. Techniques used for making stone tools were stone on stone and pressure flaking. Okay. The next one, fire was used as a source of light. So the next one, the climate of the world changed to relatively warm conditions around 12,000 years ago. Okay, the next one, tools in Hansky were made from limestones which was available locally. So with that we have completed the fill in the blanks. So the next one is true or false. So after that you leave a line and write true or false and then copy this. Some rivers are perennial while others are seasonal. Is it true or false? It's true, because throughout the year we will not have water in some rivers. Okay, so the second one, tools of wood have survived better than tools of stone. It is false, because we are getting a lot of stone tools nowadays. Like old, when archaeologists search, they are getting stone tools. So tools of wood have survived better than tools of stone is false. So I've just marked with alphabets T and F here. Okay, the next one, the sites where hunter-gatherers lived were close to water. Yes, true, because water is necessary for their survival. Okay, the next one, Hansky was located in the present day Madhya Pradesh. Yes, it is true. And the last one, man led a well-settled life by Paleolithic age. False. Okay, they were like still learning things during that period too. Okay, one more time I'll just read the true or false. Some rivers are perennial while others are seasonal. That is true. Tools of wood have survived better than tools of stone. False. The sites where hunter-gatherers lived were close to water. True. Hansky was located in the present-day Madhya Pradesh. That is also true. And man led a well-settled life by Paleolithic age was false. Okay. So the next one. So you're going to just see the map. So look at the present-day political map of the subcontinent on page 136 of your textbook. Find out the states where Bhimtaka, Hansaki and Kurnool are located. So Kurnool are located. Would Tushar's train have passed near any of these sites? Okay, these places we are going to find out where they are located, which state. Okay, so Bhimtaka is located in Madhya Pradesh, Hanski in Karnataka, Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh. So Tushar's train would have passed near Bhimtaka, Hanski and Kurnool, since they all lie on the possible train routes from Delhi to Chennai. Okay, so the answer for this question, one more time I'll read the question for you. Look at the present day political map of the subcontinent on page 136 of the textbook. Find out the states where Bhimtaka, Hanski and Kurnool are located. Would Tushar's train have passed near any of these sites? Answer: Bhimtaka is in Madhya Pradesh, Hanski in Karnataka, Kurnool is in Andhra Pradesh. So Tushar's train would have passed near Bhimtaka, Hanski and Kurnool, since they all lie on the possible train route from Delhi to Chennai. Okay, this will be your answer for the second question. Okay, the third one: why did the hunter-gatherers travel from place to place? In what ways are these similar to or different from the reasons for which we travel today? So why did the hunter-gatherers travel from place to place? Why did they move from place to place? In what ways? First we are going to say why did they move. Then in what ways they are similar to or different from the reasons from which we travel. So how it is similar or different from the reason why we are traveling today. That will be your next question. So the answer for this is: hunter-gatherers traveled from place to place for 4 basic reasons, which are as follows. So they traveled for based on 4 reasons. So the first one: if they stayed at one place for a long time, they would have eaten up all the available plant and animal resources. Therefore, they went to another place for more food. Okay, if they stay in one place, they would have eaten all the fruits and whatever vegetables available, plant, animals, everything. So they started moving from place to place. The second point: animals move from place to place, so humans followed them as they hunted them. Okay, so animals they move from place to place, so they went behind those animals, so they were traveling. Third point: plants and trees bear fruits in different seasons, so when there is a seasonal change, they move to another place. Okay, so the next one, last point: in search of water, people travel from place to place. Water is necessary for survival. So these are the 5 points which on basis of which they traveled. And another question we had: so however, nowadays we travel for different purpose. So why do we travel? Is it same or different? Like that, the another question was there, no? The answer for that will be: however, nowadays we travel for different purposes like education. So we travel to schools. Work, we travel to work. Then we have business. People travel from place to place for business purpose. And then entertainment, we travel from one place to another to amuse and entertain ourselves. So like going to circus, zoo or sightseeing, like that. Okay, these are the reasons why we travel nowadays. Next question: what tools would you use today for cutting fruits? What would they be made of? So what kind of tools we will use nowadays? So today for cutting fruits we would use modern tools like knives, which are made of iron or steel. Okay, today for cutting fruits we would use modern tools like knives which are made of iron or steel. So the next question, list 3 ways in which hunter-gatherers used fire. Would you use fire for any of these purposes today? So for what and all they used fire, and will would you use fire for any of these reasons today? Okay. Hunter-gatherers used fire for purposes like a source of light, a source to cook meat, a way to scare away wild animals. Okay, these are the things, for these things they just use fire. And nowadays we use fire for cooking to keep ourselves warm. So these two things we are doing nowadays. Okay. Sixth question, make 2 columns in your notebook. In the left hand column, list the foods hunter-gatherers ate. In the right hand column, list some of the foods you eat. So do you notice similarities or differences? So I want you to write this as your assignment question. So you just copy this question and you will only list down the answer for this. Okay. So make 2 columns in your notebook. In the left hand column, list the food hunter-gatherers ate. In the right hand column, list some of the foods you eat. Okay. Do you notice any similarities? So this will be your first question. You have to find out the answer for this. So on the next question, if you had a natural pebble like the ones shown on page 13 in the textbook, what would you use it for? So this is also a question for you to answer. So if you had a natural pebble like the ones shown on page 13 in your textbook, what would you use it for? So what purpose you will use it for? For what purpose you will use that pebble? Okay, you're going to write about that. And one more question, list 2 tasks that are performed by both men and women at present. So present day, what task you have to write 2 tasks what men and women are doing present day. List another 2 that are performed only by women and 2 that are performed only by men. So you are going to write the task done by both the men and women, and then by only by women and only by men, and you are going to compare the list with your friends, right? So while comparing, you can notice the similarities and differences in your list. Okay children, so with that we are completing the notes for chapter number 2 on the trial 4 of the early people. Okay, so just copy down the notes, be ready for your exams. Just read your textbooks, each and every line you go through, so that it will be helpful for your exam. Okay children, that's all for today's session. Thank you children. Sai Ram.